All right, guys, back at it with another bowl. I switched up a little bit. You can tell from my videos, you usually can't see the shelves beside me. They're usually in front of me. I had a guy subscribe to my channel and said, hey, try recording a different way. We want to see the carving itself. So I built me a stand that my lathe will roll around on, so that we can roll this sucker around where we want it, when we want it, and put the camera at the spots that y'all guys want to see. So we're going to do that. We're going to start out with this maple. Probably not going to build nothing with the lid. I just want to build a nice pretty bowl today. Something simple. I don't even know if I have any scraps for a lid. I might have a piece of acacia, but I don't know if I want to waste it with the lid on this. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's get it leveled out first, and then we'll take it from there, okay? Much better. I can't speak for high-speed metal tools, but I can speak with for carbides. And when they're coming off in long shreds, it's a good sharp bit. When it's coming off in dust, time to change it. But they last a pretty good while, unless you got some crazy hardwood. I did some purple heartwood, and it lasts through a pretty good sized bowl and a lid, but that's about as far as it went. So let's get this turned around here sideways, and we'll start rounding off the bottom. I always like to go to the bottom first and then put something at the bottom so that we can put our big chuck on it. Holds onto the back. We'll flip it around and carve out the inside. The inside is what I seem to have the best luck with if I do it last. So I'm gonna get reset up here. I was set up good the way I was, but if I'm gonna post these videos, I want y'all to be able to enjoy them. And I thank the viewer who said, hey, try switching up your camera. Thank you, man. I am just an old country boy having some fun. I'm not a professional. So any tips that I can get from y'all, I'll try them. So hopefully this works out for you. For you that posted that, man, I hope you'll watch this video and tell me if it's better, or tell me if I'm wrong, or however, just tell me if this worked out. All right, let's round the bowl off. Get this bottom right first. Pretty level. Bits will throw that wood. see one right here. Lightly get it, lightly. Okay. I think what we'll do now is we'll pop a circle in two of them, make a little bit, kind of a design at the bottom. One in the bottom here, small. And we'll go one right here. We'll leave that outside, and that's what it'll actually sit on. I'll carve that down a little lower than this one so that the bowl don't have no kind of rock to it. Take something straight to run across there, and it is definitely lower. Not much, but just enough. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll take a square carbide bit and we'll flatten it out so that we can get our chuck in there. Quite wide enough, so we're going to make it wide enough. Deep enough that our chuck will catch onto it. Center off that bottom. Bam. There we go. She looks good. Let's sand this puppy down. I will not bore you with the sanding. Alright guys, that's sanded down to 1000 and it looks really, really good. I'm not going to go any more until we get it flipped around and on the other chuck, because it might need shave down a little bit more. Sometimes it's unbalanced when you put it on the flop side. But let's get this thing turned around and we will see what we got to do to get the inside carved out. Alright, just turned around. It looks, you can hear that, it's a little bit unlevel. But let's shave down this front even, and it's hopping a little bit, and we'll get that shaved down where it needs to be. I'm going to put a round bit back on, round carbide. I use, don't say on here, Rikon. I like the Rikon. It was a fairly decent price for carbides. There was more expensive. There was also way cheaper. You notice how it ain't hopping? That's because it's pretty good and level. There's the unlevelness. Take it around here and see if we can get that hop out of it. Start carving this puppy out. Alright, we want to make sure we take the measurements. Remember, we went in probably close to 1/8 of an inch from the bottom, so we've got to take that in to account. We're still a little bit over an inch thick, a little bit over 1/4 inch there. That's what I like. I want a little, about 1/4 inch all the way through. So let's keep moving. Well, it don't take much. You can just barely run this thing across there with a sharp bit. Measure again. exactly 3/4 of an inch. Just keep going. Bam. We are at, we're getting close on that notch. That's a 1/2 inch. Man, I want to go a little bit deeper, but I don't know. I think that's good. We don't want to get too close. It'll surprise you, and we'll pop through and see our stuff. So let's resand this thing down. I'll get back with you in a minute. We'll check it out. All right, there we go, guys. It is sanded down all the way to 2000, and it looks good. Just for video purposes, I'm going to show y'all something that I do sometimes. Just for looks, we're going to take this diamond bit here. The third one that comes with the carbide set. We're going to come here. First, take a pencil in case you mess up. We're going to go 1, 2. 2 will be enough for now to show you. You don't want to go too deep. Now keep small spools of copper. Come over here. I slowed it down for sanding, so it might take a minute. Try to keep the copper straight. Take a piece of 2000. After you rub it down with some 2000, this is what you end up with. It looks good just like this, I think, man. This maple, for cheap wood, it turns out so nice. But what we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to put some, this is what I use. The guy at Woodcraft, where I get blanks and stuff, recommended it. Mohawk wood turning friction polish. I like to do it on the slowest speed that your lathe will go on. A little bit at a time. With this maple, it really don't change the color a whole lot. It makes it a little bit darker. I'll show y'all after we get done with this, the difference between the inside and outside. It just makes it really pretty. There's what the inside looks like, and then there's what it looks like afterward. You can tell I haven't done this yet. I don't know how well you can tell on the camera, but man, it just makes it stand out really well and super shiny. So we're gonna go ahead and put some on this very bottom, which it don't work the best if it ain't. It's friction oil, it's friction polish, you know, so, but it's better than nothing. It still changes the color of it. Just don't think it makes it shine as well. And it's made to spin. Like if you do it with cutting board oil, it just gets real sticky and wants to stick to everything, and it don't really do its job. This stuff's made to do this with. Let's put this back on here and get the inside. Okay. Makes the knot stand out more. Man, this sucker just looks so good when it's done. There we go, guys. Like a glove. Beautiful. Simple bowl. 45 minutes. That's all it takes. We could pop a lid on this thing in no time. But I don't have the extra stuff. I'm gonna have to go back by the wood shop. There you go. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I ask you to like and subscribe. And if you're the one out there watching that asked me to put the camera in a different spot, I hope you watch this and tell me how I did this time. Thanks for watching.